We talk about this all the time, especially the mothers. There's a kind of tiredness that sleep doesn't fix, a weariness that lingers, even when you're doing good things, really good things, important things, necessary things. It's the exhaustion that comes from always being on. Do you hear that? I know that the moms can relate, and dads, if you're listening, fathers, be mindful about this conversation because it is something that we can't always turn off, especially when we become mothers. Always being available, always responding, always producing, always thinking ahead. What do I need to buy? What do I need to do? What are the appointments? What do I need? What are the ingredients I need to cook this meal? Just always thinking ahead. Appointments, birthdays, special occasions. And somewhere along the way, presence quietly disappears. And it's not because you don't care. That's definitely not the reason. It's because your nervous system gets on overdrive. It never gets to rest. And today we want to talk about that cost. Because you cannot build an unshakable family with a constantly activated life. Get comfortable. This conversation is one you can't afford to miss.
No. Ooh, that's better, right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah. She founded an architectural concrete company.
He founded a $100 million clothing company.
She took the world by storm as a social media star.
He took the world by storm as a famous serial entrepreneur.
Together we started a business.
And had babies.
Now we're figuring out the best ways to do both.
Join us as we learn from other entrepreneurs going through the same life struggles.
As they share their life hacks about success, love, kids,
and everything in between.
Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Becoming Unshakable, the Legacy Conversations bonus series, a special edition brought to you by the Entrepreneur Parents Podcast, a community of strong families building unshakable legacies. I'm your host, Ildiko Ferenczi. Here we talk about the moments that shake us, perhaps have even knocked us down, and the faith, courage, and love that help us stand again. So wherever you are, driving, at the gym, in your home gym, folding the baby clothes, walking, sitting quietly, cuddling with the babies, I am truly grateful that you're here. Let's take this time to slow down and grow stronger together. Let me share with you something important. You cannot build an unshakable family with a chronically activated nervous system due to ongoing stress and demand. This conversation, it's not about laziness. It's not about disengaging from responsibility. We can't do that as parents. And it's not about doing less for the sake of comfort. It's about understanding how God designed the human body, our minds, and souls to function. Many of us aren't burning out because we're doing the wrong things, like rebellion or neglect. It's not that. We're burning out because we've been carrying good things for too long without ever giving ourselves permission to pause. And guess what? Rest. That's self-care. And it's hard, I know. Trust me. People would tell me, because they could tell. My mom would say, you're getting really thin. You look so tired. You need to rest. I'm holding the baby, nursing the baby. I'm nursing both babies at the same time. And what do you mean rest? What do you mean rest? What do you mean rest? It's impossible, right? In those moments. But it has to be done. And take this from someone that got very sick at one time. Okay, listen, from a therapist-backed and neuroscience perspective, here's what's happening. When someone is always on, always responding, anticipating, producing, scanning, like computers, oh my goodness, their nervous system, our nervous system, never really powers down. It doesn't. It stays in a state of prolonged stress response. That's not good for our bodies. And over time, that shows up in very real ways. Mental fatigue, irritability, right? That feeling of I'm overstimulated, difficulty resting even when work stops. You keep going, feeling less emotionally available at home. And God forbid, it starts to show in your immunity. You start to get sick. So it's so important. And this matters especially for families because children don't experience our intentions. They experience our presence, right? They can feel when we're settled, right? When we're calm or strained, available or preoccupied, calm or quietly rushed. And I want to say this in a more a relatable way that you really understand it. I used to think presence was just a part of someone's personality, right? That's who they were born to be. Like some people were just naturally better at it. But that's not actually true. Presence is a physical state. It's about whether your body feels safe enough to slow down, safe enough to stay, listen, and connect, right? Without being overstimulated or irritated or having something trigger you. I know my husband, he gets triggered by things. I get overstimulated. So everybody reacts differently to prolonged stress. This is not a modern problem with a modern solution. It's not. Scripture speaks directly to this. Listen carefully to the Gospel of Mark chapter 6, verse 31. Then Jesus said to them, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest." Because so many people were coming and going that they did not even have a chance to eat. Does that remind you of someone, mama? Not eating? Everything else before that, you forget, you realize later, your tea is freezing cold, you didn't even eat. You're in that space. Let that sit for a moment. The disciples weren't failing. They were serving, they were helping, they were doing good work. And Jesus noticed something important. They didn't even have time to eat. So he didn't tell them, dang, I feel like I'm getting emotional. It's relatable, moms, right? Dads too. Listen, he didn't tell them to push harder. He didn't spiritualize exhaustion. He didn't reward overextension. He said, he said, "Come with me." He said, "Come with me. Be quiet. Rest." He said, "Come away with me." I'm going to say it again. It's hitting me. Okay? It's hitting you too. I know it is. I know my community. I know this one's hitting because this is something we were just talking about and it's so powerful. Come away with me. Be quiet, rest. Not because the work didn't matter. It's because they mattered. We matter. We matter to him. He loves us. He wants us to take care of ourselves. The original Greek, the word translated as rest, here carries the meaning of ceasing, refreshing, and recovering. Not quitting, not abandoning responsibility. It's not that, but intentionally interpreting constant output so strength can be restored. I have to say that powerfully. So strength can be restored. This is not indulgence. This is obedience. And here's what this means for us, especially as parents, as leaders. If Jesus called his disciples away from good work to protect their bodies and souls, please listen, then rest is not something we earn after collapse. Not after collapse, not after you have broken to physical exhaustion. It's something we practice in alignment. You can be faithful and still need to step away. You can love your family and still be unintentionally exhausting yourself. Please listen to that. You can be doing everything right and still be missing peace. Jesus noticed the cost before burnout did. And he still does. He still does. You may want to grab your journal and write these down. We love to journal here. We love it. Okay, so just don't rush through them, okay? Don't rush through them. Take your time, and we can return to them later. So if you're driving, don't be writing this down. Just take a snapshot of where we are when you safely can, and you can come back to this. Ask yourself, where might Jesus be inviting me to come away? Not to quit, but to rest. What good work has quietly become constant strain? You're going to have to pause. You're going to have to, perhaps you may even be in a season where you no longer can do those things. Once you become a parent, I find myself saying no to so many things. It's not even an option. It's not even an option, especially as a survivor and our survivor audience out there. It's not even an option anymore. If something is hard on you physically, mentally, it's not even an option. Okay, you need to be strong for those children. You need to be strong for yourself. You have a purpose, a God-given destiny, and you're not the same person that you were before those children, okay? You have a different responsibility. You have a different life. It's not a sad thing. It's a great thing. You are now a leader, okay? Before you reach for that coffee, consider this. What if the energy boost you're looking for isn't in your cup, but in your cells? I challenge you to swap your morning coffee for Shilajit by Symbiotica. And here's what can happen. No crash, no jitters, just clean, sustained energy, plus mental clarity and trace minerals that our bodies actually need, that are actually starving for, to be honest. This isn't just a supplement. It's an ancient adaptogen sourced from the Himalayas that supports mitochondrial function, stamina, and overall vitality. Your coffee never did that. Okay, let's just be honest. Try it for a week and tell me your body doesn't thank you. Symbiotica's Shilajit is next level wellness, and honestly, you may never go back to drinking coffee. Click the link below down in the bio and get your Shilajit today. How does my pace affect the people I love most? This is another question. Ask yourself, how does my pace affect the people I love most? And now ask yourself, what would obedience look like if I included pausing, stopping, not just serving? What would that look like? There is no guilt in the answer to these questions, only wisdom that you're about to discover today. Okay, put those journals somewhere safe so you could get back to them later, so you could read them later. Let me say this to you, friend. Taking time to be present isn't checking out or falling behind. It's one of the most powerful forms of leadership there is. Rest is not irresponsibility. It is realignment. And choosing to calm your nervous system is not stepping away from purpose. It is protecting it. Remember that. If rest feels irresponsible to you, that's not failure. Okay, that's not failure of faith. It's a sign. It's actually a sign something needs care. You need care, dear friend. And that brings us to a close. That went by so fast. It went by too fast. But listen, if this episode spoke to you, please consider sharing it with someone who may be carrying more than they realize. Another father that you know, your wife, your friend. Leave a kind review. Subscribing and sharing the show really helps this message and conversation reach other families who are quietly searching for a better way. That's who our community is built with. I love our community. And as always, we want to pause and celebrate Daniel and Destiny from your number 2 sister favorite show, the Entrepreneur Kids Legacy Show. They are creating faith-filled leadership content for children all around the world using their time, using their own savings, and so much heart and so much heart and so much hard work. I wanted to say the 2 words in one, but they have so much heart when they record these episodes, and they're working so hard. This whole community is so proud of them. And if you'd like to support their work, your family would like to help support their work and help to produce the show with them, you can visit the link in the show notes and leave a gift to help them keep producing this show. It's buymeacoffee.com/entrepreneurkids, and the link is in the show. And don't forget to say hello on all our socials. Let us know what you're up to. Keep tagging incredible content. We share all of it. We have a huge page at Entrepreneur Parents Podcast. And when you tag us, we share your reels. We get lots of views. If it's a powerful topic, we get your I want to say your conversation, your mission, but your thought out there, the thought that you want to share with the world. And perhaps you don't have enough views on your platform. We do. We love our community. We love to support. We love to support what you're doing. Let me leave you with this. If your life feels loud, but your peace feels distant, it may not be because you're doing too little. It may be because you're never allowed to be. You never allowed yourself to just be, to just rest, to take care of yourself, not just everyone around you. Being unshakable was never about constant output. It has always been about being rooted. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing presence. Thank you for working on yourself and pouring into your family, into your marriage. God bless you, and glory to God always. We love you, and we will see you soon.
Thank thank you, beautiful friends, for listening to this important message from Mama. Share with someone you love and care about. Oh, and we'd love to personally invite you to listen to our podcast. It's for young future leaders ready to change the world and be a light in the dark. Listen together as a family. It's called the Untitled Chapter Legacy Show. We know you'll love it. Be bold, be kind, build an unforgettable family legacy. God bless you. We love you. And parents, if no one told you yet, let us be the first. You're doing a remarkable job. And remember, you are the hero of your story, because every legacy begins with a hero, and that hero is you.
This podcast is for inspirational and educational purposes only, and it is not intended to replace professional advice, legal advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The views expressed are based on personal experience and faith-based insight and are meant to encourage reflection and growth. Always seek the guidance of qualified professionals regarding any questions or concerns you may have about your health, relationships, or business.